good morning, my beautiful imperfectionist family. What's good? It's your girl Tammy, aka That's a Woman, with this week's session of planting and or watering, where I'm either planting something new in your life or watering something that has already been planted. Either way, it is for empowerment purposes. And before I jump in, I just want to say happy New Year. As we have crossed over from 2023 into 2024, I hope you have great expectations for what is yet to come. I hope you've even taken a moment to do some reflection over the things that have occurred in your life during 2023 that you do not want to occur again in 2024. And I say that because what I have been made aware of, 2024 in numerology represents the number 8, which 8 we know is an infinity symbol. So it's like a continuous loop. So it was shared with me that if there are some things that have been reoccurring in our lives, this is the time for us to shift the direction. In other words, rewrite what has been happening in another direction so that things can change. Because other than that, we stand the possibility of repeating the same thing over and over. And that sometimes is not what we want. We want things that are going to bring us more happiness, more joy, more love, more victory, more success, all those things in our lives. So what is it that you're desiring? I just had the opportunity to minister on a prayer call, and I talked to them about speaking over your future. So now as we're going into 2024, this is a perfect time to set the intention, to set the direction of your life. Now, here's the thing. It's important for us to know that if we want victory, if we want breakthrough, we want prosperity, we want abundance, we got to speak it. You can't speak lack and expect to receive abundance. I mean, in your heart, you probably wanting it, but if you're speaking it, you're blocking it. You can't speak getting well and speak sickness, but desire to be well. So we need our words to match up with our desires. It is very important now more than ever that we are mindful of what we speak in our lives. I know we tend to get so caught up in what is going on and what is, and listen, your girl stand before you today. Not gonna get into the specifics, but I'm here to tell you, your girl just went through a faith fight for real. Like, all under pressure. I'm just like, whoa. Okay, even so much so, this recording was supposed to take place yesterday, but I couldn't even get it out. That's how heavy the pressure was. But I had to do some extra work. And that's what is required when we are going to rise higher. We are required and expected to do whatever it takes to get to the other side. So this is when you start decreeing and declaring things over your life. Even last week when I talked about vision and I talked about writing it down, let's start writing those things down. Let's start decreeing and declaring these things of the things that we desire, truly desire over our life, so that we can change the narrative. If things are looking this way today, it doesn't have to look this way tomorrow. You have the power within you to change it. You have the power within you to even view things different from the way they actually appear. I've said that before. Perspective, that becomes our reality. But here's the thing. What reality are you truly believing for? Are you believing for the goodness that's out there? Because I know things are being orchestrated in each and every one of our lives, that greatness is on the horizon, and we have to set our intentions and expectations to receive it. Listen, when Daniel prayed the prayer, it got caught up. and it had to be released and allowed into Daniel's life. Yes, a war had to take place between the angels, but I said that to say there is a war taking place for you. There are angels, there are guides and protection all around you warring on your behalf. And I know sometimes in life we get so caught up fighting battles that was never intended for us to fight. So therefore we truly miss our victory because we're fighting battles when God told us to stand still and see my salvation. This battle is not yours. It's not yours. Yet we fight them. We fight them. We fight them with our words, and sometimes we use the wrong words in those battles. Now listen, if you're in a faith fight, the wrong thing you want to do is speak contrary to what it is you're desiring from God, what it is that you're seeking in this through your journey of life. As you're going through, mindfulness is important. Proverbs 18:21, life and death are in the power of the tongue. We got to speak life. We got to speak victory. We got to speak wholeness. Even if it seems like things have been broken in your life and it seems like there is no immediate intention for it to get well, here's the thing. You got to raise your expectation that it's going to be fixed. It's going to be fixed. In fact, it's not only going to be fixed, it's going to be made better than it was before. This is what shifting the direction is about. You got to shift it. You got to shift it. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. We can't stay there. We've been there too long. What has it yielded us? There are some people that are so set on doing things the way they know to do versus releasing control. God is asking, release control. Take your hand off of it. And I know we like to clench and hold on. God is saying, no, not this next level in your life. Remember, this is a next level. 2024 is a next level because even though I mentioned it's infinity, it's also about new beginnings, new opportunities, new doors are being opened, new visions. It's all there for us. We got to get this right. The magnet of success. We got to get it right. And we got to clear our heart. Clear our heart. You know, the churches, in fact, yours truly is getting ready to start a 21-day fast. They use this opportunity this time of year to do a 21-day fast. And what that is, it's about cleansing. It's about detoxing. It's about releasing. It is a full release and spending time with God and strengthening your connection so that you can hear more clearly. Remember, his scripture says, my sheep they hear my voice and they know it, and a stranger they will not follow. And as sheep, we need to be listening for the next turn to take, the direction to go. Should I go right? Should I go left? Or whatever. Let me tell you, life is full of craziness. And maybe it wasn't meant for me to do this yesterday because let me tell y'all, I encountered some craziness yesterday. I'm give them to you real quick. This is crazy. I started to go on social media and say, this was what happened to me today. But listen, I was going down the right way on a one-way street in Atlanta yesterday. And guess what? Someone was going the wrong way and they went a couple of blocks the wrong way. Luckily, they were in another lane. And also, I saw a truck. Soon as he pulled on the road, his back opened and tools fell out of his truck. Luckily, I was a safe distance apart from that. And then, yeah, you know, they say things come in three. The third one, I'm coming into the subdivision where I live, and the Amazon driver, there's a big median where you got the exit lanes and the entrance lane. He all in the entrance lane. I was like, what is going on? So I say that to say life can get crazy. But when it get crazy, what do you do about it? Do you play in the craziness, or do you shake it off and look, I can't let this get into my spirit. I got to get I got to focus on what I desire and what I am doing in this life. And I didn't say trying to do, what I am doing in this life. And that's what I want you to focus on. It's time to take energy and focus off of things that don't serve you and your higher good and get into what does. Strengthen your connection. If you haven't tried it, start trying to meditate. You can start with a guided meditation. I'll tell you what got me started. There is a meditation by this group on this couple on YouTube, Boho Beautiful. And the one I started with was In Uncertain Times. And I like recommending that because in it, she talks about as you're going through it, your ego will want to tell you to stop. It will want to tell you to quit, but press through. And the more you do that meditation, the better and better it becomes. Yes, you will have sometimes when you won't focus or whatever, but you can always bring it back. This is the time to connect more and more with your higher power. God is the source of it all, and you have a higher power that the Holy Spirit is using to connect more and more to God. So it's time. It's time. Again, insanity, doing the same thing over, expecting a different result. Don't stay in that vein. Shift it. It's time for us to shift the energy, shift the direction, change the narrative, rewrite the story. Remember, I told you, get a journal. And I'm going to tell y'all what I did. In my journal, I drew an infinity symbol and I wrote what I wanted on it. Peace, love, wealth, prosperity, abundance, good health. I wrote on that thing and I recommend it to you, because one thing with planting and or watering, or AKA Miss That's a Woman, I'm not going to tell you to do nothing I am not willing to do myself, because I believe in it. I believe in the power of it all. So therefore I share it with you. Write it down. So let's start journaling. Let's start making affirmations. This is the time. We setting the intention for 2024. Start affirming. I am victorious. I am successful. I am wealthy. I am whole. I'm healthy. I'm abundant. I am blessed. Speak life. Remember, something good is going to happen to me today. Speak that over your life every day. Remind yourself, all things work out for me. Things are always working out for me. You never, ever forget that. And there's a scripture behind that particular mantra. I remind you of it all the time. Romans 8:28. All things work together. So when you know that, you focus on it. So that's where I want your attention and your focus to be. Focus on the good. Focus on what you desire. Focus. If it's that mate, it's the love of your life, focus on it. Don't focus on all the frogs you kissed along the way. Focus on what's coming. Focus on that. Use the power that is in you to create your reality. You can do it. Do not be double-minded in any of this. In James, he talked about how a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And this, my imperfectionist family, is not the time to be double-minded. This is the time to literally get flat-footed, 10 toes down, know what you want, and put your attention and set your heart in that direction and go for it. And even if you get knocked down along the way, it don't matter. Get back up and keep moving. Paul said the race that is before him, there's a prize, and he gonna lay aside every weight that's holding him back from that prize. There's a prize before you. You need to lay that weight aside. Lay aside those distractions and focus on what's in front of you, because the best is yet to come. Greatness is coming. I know it. I believe it. I feel it. And this is when you got to feel these things in your life. You got to feel it. And that's why I say visualization is so important. You got to visualize yourself in that situation. Like I don't think I ever shared with you one of the things that they talked about in The Secret, which is the start of a new year. And guess who's going to be watching The Secret? Yes, I do that every year, because that's my constant reminder in case the year kind of shook me a little bit, in which I will say there was some shaking and rumbling in the jungle, but I do that. And one of the things that they say, visualize yourself in a car. If it's a car you desire, visualize yourself in that car. Go to the car lot, test drive the car. A house, if there's a house you desire, go walk in that house. See yourself in that house. It's all about how you see it. This is what visualization is about, which leads me into, as I am wrapping this up, I am planning a virtual vision board party, to which the date for that will be January 18th at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be sending out invitations and the Zoom link and all that good stuff. I'm working all those logistics out. But I want you to get magazines. I want you to get some glue, scissors, cardboard. It can be whatever size it is that you want. And we're going to put these things into to vision. And because I am a minister, I'm going to pray over your vision. I'm going to pray. Yes, you'll get to hear the prayer warriors show up. Yes. So get that, start gathering those things. Be on the lookout because it's coming. And as I also wrap it up, and I'm reminded, when I say double-minded, I'll give you another quick story. I was just having a conversation with one of my cousins, and she's desiring a position that she wants in another division of the area that of the company that she works for. But she was going back and forth with herself. And I had to literally use blunt force trauma with her. Listen, you need to make up your mind what it is that you want. If you want this thing, then you need to not be like James said and be double-minded. You need to make up your mind. Once you make up your mind, then I come into agreement with you, because I can't come into agreement with wishy-washy behavior, because that's lack of faith. And y'all know right here, we don't operate in lack of faith. We operate in faith. So once she made up her mind, we put it together, and I'm believing that for her. And just as I'm talking about this vision board and your desires, I'm believing it for you. So get your supplies together and, have your little cocktail, whether it's, some champagne or some water or cranberry juice, sparkling cider, whatever it is. And we're just going to have a little fun night. We're going to have a fun time. That's what this is about. I want us to enjoy, and I'm even going to give people opportunity to talk about their visions. If you feel comfortable, don't feel pressure to do so. That's going to be on the table as well, because again, I want to see each and every one of you grow. And I also want to see my imperfectionist family grow as well. So as I bring this to a close, if there's anything that I said and you like and resonate with, give your girl a thumbs up. And if you're not part of my imperfectionist family, I ask that you click the subscribe button and join us. And also, if there's someone who which I know we all know someone who needs some mental health encouragement, some empowerment, share the link, share the message, because that's what this is about. So listen, we have crossed over into a new year, and remember, I'm speaking in your life as well as mine. I'm speaking blessings. I'm speaking victory. I'm speaking abundance. I'm speaking prosperity, health, good health. Beloved, John 3:2, beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health as your soul prospers. I'm speaking that over your life, and whatever it is you are truly desiring, a loving relationship. We've talked about relationships recently. I'm speaking a loving, healthy, whole relationship, if that is desire. If you're in a relationship, I'm speaking more love and more happiness, just everything, and joy in all of our lives. Okay, so until the next time, I want you guys to be blessed, be empowered. And our mantra for today is, I am victorious, I am powerful, and I can do anything that I intend to do. Again, I am victorious, I am powerful, and I can do anything I set my intentions to do. Beloved, have an amazing day.